Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to do a garden tour. It is July 19th and everything is really starting to pop off. Many of you know that we had the whole woodchuck incident, which I'm happy to say that there has been no woodchuck invasion in the garden, just the center garden where they have dug a massive hole for the summer. So yeah, let me show you around, see what we've got going on. I'm going to start on this end of the garden. This is my nasturtium bed with my sunflowers here. Trying to get out of the way of the sun. Look at that. Look at that beauty. These are the chocolate cherry sunflowers. I got the seeds from Baker Creek. The bees love these and the birds also love them. And then I noticed, I'm gonna have to go around for this one, my other sunflower is starting to bloom. Look at that. Not fully open yet, but it's getting there. And then this bed, I have my pickling cucumbers. You can see one right there. These are the cucumbers I've been picking lately for my cucumber tomato salad. And then this side is also pickling cucumbers. And you can see how crazy they have gotten. And these were attacked by the woodchucks. Both of these. I also planted, which I think are being taken over, regular cucumbers right there, which I gotta attach to this because the woodchucks did attack my cucumbers like 3 times. So we're doing pretty good over here. I gotta look into this, and I did not expect my pickling cucumbers to go this crazy. These are my peppers. I know this looks really sad right now, but I just watered it. The sun's a lot more potent today than I expected. These are all death spirals, and that's ghost pepper. But something ate my ghost pepper plant. I have no idea what. Probably a woodchuck, which I was not expecting. And I would be shocked if I got any. The bee balm is bombing. This is all buzz with bees, which unfortunately this bee balm has taken over a good portion of my garden, so I'm gonna have to remove a good portion of this bee balm. I have it planted all all over my yard, so I'll just relocate a lot of that. This is my dill, which has been going to flower. This is more of a cool weather crop, so I kind of expected that, but it's dilling. Now this is my pepper bean, which you're not supposed to plant peppers and beans together, but they're separated by the carrots. Got some carrots. These are all my Thai chilies that look like they're going to be coming in really nicely. This is my jalapeno plant. Oh, looks like we got some finally growing. Look at that. My rhubarb, tons of weeds. I really cannot keep up with the weeds this year. Some parsley that got taken down by the woodchucks. All of my strawberries in this thing got taken down. This is my Buena Mulata pepper plant, which they are purple. I just posted a short about that. These I think are my Anaheims. The label kind of wore off, so I'll be picking these guys really soon. They're all hot. This is all hot peppers. Which is for my husband because I cannot have anything hot anymore. I don't see any of the beans coming in just yet, but we've got some flowers. And I really gotta watch out because the birds will just snatch those up. This is how crazy, oh my gosh. Okay, we're going a little cuckoo over there. This bin is, you can see some carrots in there. I've got some beets. I've got some Swiss chard over there, and some celery, and some onions over here. I also have to weed this quite a bit. I can't believe it. Like, the weather here in Rhode Island's been really weird. Like, we've gotten a lot of rain. We've had really back and forth inconsistent temperatures. But the lavender is doing pretty good this year. I've got invasive weeds that I never had to deal with before. So that's something I gotta get going. My husband's the one that's been doing most of the weeding for me since it's really hard for me to bend over now. But I do what I can. These potatoes are done. I've got this potato bin with my sage back there, which is, you can see, being taken over by the bee balm, which is another reason why I need to scale this back. There's also a lavender plant in there that you can't see because, again, like, look at the sea of bees, which, you know, I'm not complaining. Oh, what's happened here? Okay. This is my herb garden. I just planted the tarragon in this year, which the sage has completely taken over. This is Russian tarragon. I gotta scale this back. I've got to cut my oregano back because we're out of dried oregano. Oh, but you could smell it, and it smells so good. That's my German thyme. Here is another sunflower. These are super mammoth ones. I'm not going to bring the camera up any higher because of the sun. These I haven't seen any growth other than male flowers, but this is my yellow squash, my crookneck squash. But the plant itself is doing really well. I thought it was the woodchucks eating this, but I think it's the bunnies. So next year I've got to put a barrier around this because, as you can see, I did not get any lilies at all. This is my goji berry plant, which is doing okay. I think it got overwatered during that massive rainstorm that we had. This is supposed to be my dewberry, but this looks like a zinnia plant. I don't even know how, because I put all new dirt in this and everything, and I don't see any growth. Ow, ow, ooh. I don't see any growth on my, oh, I have a splinter now, great, on my dewberry plant, so I don't even know if that's going to grow, which I'm kind of bummed about. My raspberry plant, what raspberries have been blooming this year, the birds have gotten to. Last year was like peak raspberry. Like, I had so many raspberries that I had to stop picking them. Like, I still have frozen raspberries in my freezer because, there we go, because I just had an overabundance of that. Here's another, come on, there we go. Here's another side view of the bee balm. I did not plant the bee balm over there. It just happened to move over there. That's the thing about bee balm, is it's super invasive. Like, I don't even know how, but it's super, super invasive. So this is my pumpkin plant that I don't see any pumpkins on yet. Ow, pricklies. I had two, but my dog got the zoomies and kind of wrecked one. But I'm hoping for some pumpkins. It's the Connecticut Field pumpkins, so they're good jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, and you can harvest them for eating as well. You know what? Let me swing around. This is my tomato area. Look at those. Look at that. Look at that mamma jamma. These are the Brandywine ones, which are doing really well. But let me get to this side because the sun, I'm not facing the sun. So I just had to tie more of these up today because they're just like flopping over. They're so massive. These are, let's see, can you see them? These are Genovese ones. I've got San Marzano in the middle, and then Brandywine and Black from Tula on the end. All of my basil's coming in really well, but you can see that something's eating it, which kind of sucks, but there's still a decent amount on here. We just ordered some pine nuts offline for a really good deal. Pinching this because I don't want my basil to go to flower. So then that way I can make pesto. And then what we do with that is we keep it some fresh in the fridge, and then I freeze the rest so I could use it throughout the year. My center garden. From this side it looks lovely, but if I go to the other side it looks like poo. Now, this is my strawberry bed, and I can't tell you how many times I've had to cover this, and I put things down to cover it, and it gets moved either by the wind or it's getting moved by the squirrels. Like, I have caught the squirrels in here eating all the strawberries. And moving the net, they're eating through the net to get to the strawberries. So, next year, I think I'm going to do a hoop garden thing over here, and then that way, hopefully, I can control the berries here, because honestly, guys, it's been such a rough year with berries between the raspberries and the blueberries and the strawberries all getting dominated no matter what I do. Makes me want to give up, but I'm not. These are my green peppers, my sweet peppers. Oh, looks like we got one. Let's see if I can focus. There we go. We got one. I only planted 2 types of sweet peppers for myself. But yeah, they're coming in. And then this was supposed to be the strawberry, the runners that I picked, but the squirrels have dug out a lot of the ones, and then whatever my mother-in-law was growing in this grew back. So it's a mix of that and whatever is there. Now my thing is, if I cover this next year, you can see that there's some movement. The bees aren't going to get to this. So I'm wondering if I should move my thyme plant out of here. But like, it's doing so well. So I'll figure that out. And then maybe there won't be so many weeds. This is the last blueberry plant I have that's producing. And it's taking a long time. So I don't even know if I'm going to get good blueberries. My garden's a mess, guys. It's a mess. These are my cucumbers, which thankfully are making a comeback, even if it's slow. We're getting something. Got some cantaloupes. This also made a comeback, though what is that? It looks like a little worm or something on there. Which I'm going to have to be very careful with because the woodchucks are still out and about. And I planted it on here to use this as a trellis. I don't even know if we're going to get anything this year. Okay, so that's like the vegetable garden tour. Let's walk around this way. Roses are doing pretty good this year. Some of my mint. I've got mint all over this yard. It's crazy. Got some growth. This one did not do anything. Now this area, you guys know I've been working on. I did a little video or a short or something of all the things that have grown. And it's doing really well. I have got to weed it, of course. I'm a little disappointed that my zinnias did not grow big this year. And they're annual, so it's not like they're going to come back and, you know, next year. This is my, oh my god, something mint plant, but it's not like actually mint. But it's really good for pollinators, as you can see. Now this is my Neptune flower, though this one's not really doing so well. Oh, I'm sorry, there was a little buggy in it. This one's not doing so well as the others did. These two bloomed like amazing. This is a weed. Ugh. But these are growing in really nicely. Aside from the zinnias, everything here that you see is a perennial. Beautiful zinnias. Though I'm telling you, my zinnias last year were just amazingly huge. I don't know what's going on with this, but I wonder if those are the poppies. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I threw some poppy seeds down here and kind of hoped that they would grow. Got some milkweed. That's going to come back. And I'm hoping this is a milkweed plant. I don't want to pull it, because I planted 5 bulb thingies here, and that's the only one that came through. Because again, the squirrels have dug everything up that I plant. It's like they're so drawn to fresh dirt. My climbing roses were doing really well. I'm kind of hoping for more blooms this year. A lot of my roses I planted are hybrid tea roses, and those tend to do a continual bloom. We've got the catmint, which I got to scale back. Oh, little bee, hi little bee. And I don't think this rose has bloomed yet this year, but we got some buds going. My wormwood made a good comeback. The silver queen thyme that I planted in several places, this is one of the places that it's doing really well. My lavender over here is doing really well. And then let's just go over to my patio. My rosemary's been very stagnant this year. And these, I'm going to sit down while I show you guys. These are my violet sparkle peppers. And these are sweet peppers, and they're purple. Kind of like the Buena Mulata ones, but not spicy. So I'm really, really excited for these. I cannot wait to try them. They're from a lot of the stuff I have. I did a lot of Baker Creek seeds this year. My onions and garlic I got from Gurney's. My daisies. And that's really it. Oop. That's really everything that's going on in the garden. It's not, the garden this year is not as spectacular as, well, last year wasn't great, but it was better than this year. But last year we had a lot of woodchuck attacks as well, specifically while I was in Missouri. And that was not good. But the year before that, I think, was my best gardening year. But because I am pregnant this year, right now I'm about 7.5 months. I'm 31 weeks pregnant. I can't really do a whole lot. I can't be outside when it's super humid. I'm just exhausted all the time. So I really tried to do very easy stuff And then when I set up for the fall time, which will probably be soon, I gotta clean up my greenhouse and I gotta set that up for fall time for like arugula and stuff like that, because all the stuff I planted for salad and whatnot is just not growing. Our temperatures are, sorry, I'm just trying to position this a little better. Our temperatures have not been consistent at all. Like, we've had some pretty cool days with humidity, but also some pretty cool days compared to our previous Julys where it's just like freaking hot, you know. So the tomatoes in particular have been suffering. The peppers have been suffering. Usually by now I've got a million peppers I'm dealing with. The critters this year have been just, I just can't keep up. So I'm hoping next year's going to be a better year. And pretty soon my videos are going to start winding down because I'm due mid-September, and I'm probably going to take some time off from social media, but I'll give another heads up for that. I'll probably just do a quick short or something. But I just wanted to show you what my garden is doing, what it's going through, how imperfect it is, because gardening isn't always perfect. And I think this is a good example of it, of how it is imperfect, but yet some perfection at the same time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit longer than I anticipated, but I kind of waddle around instead of walk around these days, and I'm very out of breath, so it's not as exhilarating as my previous videos. So yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for following me. There's definitely, excuse me, more to come. Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I need to blanch my butternut squashes that are from last year's harvest and put them in the freezer, so I'd like to do a video on that. And I'd like to do a video on the pesto, though my husband's going to be the one making the pesto, so it's probably going to be his hands because he doesn't like to be on video. So and then I think after that's just going to be quick shorts and stuff like that before I take a hiatus. So stay tuned for that.